Ingenue Ellis Taylor. And we have Mackay Pfeiffer. And you guys enjoy the trailer.
Mic check. Oh, so I guess we're gonna skip the trailer, huh, Tina? You see, something's gotta happen.
You know, we are not gonna skip the trailer. I would love to get these beautiful actors to reenact the whole movie, but I would not put them through them twice because of the beautiful job they have done. But I want to know how y'all doing this Saturday.
We got a packed house.
Y'all enjoying Nolan? How many people first time here? All right, break them down to the south. How many people transplanting in? Let me hear y'all say it. I don't think y'all ready for Usher tonight, not with that sound. Come on now. All right, we find out. So just give us a couple seconds, a little bit of technical error.
Are we good to go?
Yes, we are. All right, ready to go.
Woo!
Thank you for your patience.
Mama said I was born cursed with a life of fearlessness.
Okay, your friends are here.
If you don't want that hand broke, you better get it up off her. I'm gone, that's it. I'm burning off with my dress. Come on. Fate might have put me on a one-way street, but I was destined to walk that street well loved. With my girl Clarice and our best friend Barbara Jean.
Look at the three of y'all walking in here all pretty and shiny. Remind me of the Supremes.
Oh, girls, all you can eat.
We still look as good as we did back in the day, right? Come on. I heard the news today. The world's a crazy place, y'all. Without each other, maybe we wouldn't believe what the world told us about ourselves. Broken pieces, hot messes, bad omens. Don't you ever think you don't deserve better, ever. So you take my hand, but love was our glue.
I just been thinking, if you were to ever get married, it should be to me.
Oh, all I need is your love. I was supposed to be born fearless, but that was actually a damn lie.
It's gonna be alright.
Fate seemed to be picking on Barbara Jean for most of her life. Stop judging me. Oh, and Clarice was cursed with something else altogether.
I gave up everything for this family.
I never asked you to.
We might have been broken hot messes when apart, but together, we painted a pretty damn good picture. To the Supremes. To the Supremes.
I'm already feeling emotional again. I mean, all the feels. This movie gives you all the feels. So Tina, let's start with you. Share with us why, like, first of all, how did you discover this amazing story? And why did you feel the need that this is a story that had to be told?
This actually came about Gina Prince Bythewood, which is the director of why I decided to quit. I didn't want to go to law school anymore and I wanted to pursue film after watching Love and Basketball.
Oh!
That movie changed my life, and what I didn't know was how much the power of cinema how that can impact you, but more importantly, that it can be a woman, it can be a Black woman that shepherds that story. And it gave me hope, because sometimes we have to see that to know that we can go and have that dream. We have to see someone walk those steps. And so she actually came to me. She was my mentor for a couple of years, and she was like, hey, I got a film that's over at Searchlight. I'd love to put you up to direct and to do some rewriting on it. Would you be interested? And of course, I'm like, hell yeah. And so went in and pitched for the job, and I cried during my pitch. And I was like, I have totally lost this position. Because I'd fallen in love with the idea of having a love story between three women who were friends. Because friendship is definitely a love story. And I wanted to know, how can your friendship endure 20 years, 30 years, and what do we go through, the ups and the downs? So for me, looking at my Supremes who I met at USC Film School, who have held me up and have lasted longer than my relationships, dare I say, those family members, is something that I wanted to make this film, and I knew it was important. And also to be able to showcase actors such as these people. Like, we have such a beautiful cast, but I don't think they get the opportunity to show what they can always do. They've been doing it for so long, but I wanted them to be on the pedestal so that we can all see what they can do and to really let them be artists that they are. They're thespians. And I wanted to create that space so they could do the best work to bring these characters to life, but to also make sure that we had a story that reflected us, that was told through the correct lens. And the Supremes was a good vehicle to do it.
Absolutely. The chemistry is so beautiful amongst all of you. Now, we're going to unpack the power of sisterhood in a bit, but for all of you, whoever wants to take this question first, how familiar were you with Edward Kelsey Moore's award-winning novel, and what was your first impression when you read the book?
I wasn't familiar with it. It was apparently a big hit in the 90s, right?
Early 2000s. But
yes. So I read it in North Carolina right before we started shooting, and it is one of those journeys that if y'all, I know people don't read anymore, but if you want to pick up a good summer read and watch the movie, it's great. It's one of those books where the detail is so beautiful and the characters are so layered, and you laugh and you cry and you're sad when it's over. You know those kind of books. So, yeah, it was great because it just gave a little bit of reference for the characters. You can't get everything in a script that's 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
I wasn't familiar with the book. I only became aware of it from the experience of making the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. And you, Makai?
No, I wasn't.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
There we go.
All right, there we go. How's everybody doing? First of all, everybody all right? Nolan's in the house. Who that? No. I wasn't familiar with the book. But it's interesting because the way that Gina put it together, and then when Tina and I got on the phone and started talking about the characters, the storyline, and the development of it all, and I read it. I almost didn't need to read the book. I will read the book, Sanaa.
Yes.
Okay? I do pride myself on reading.
Social media has messed up our attention span,
Want to
right?
hide something from black folks, put it in the book, That's what they say.
He does read, y'all. He can read.
I do like to read. No. But I didn't read the book. But speaking to Tina, and then getting on set with these lovely ladies, and really being able to work intimately with Anjanou, and this is my first time working with Sanaa, and I've known these ladies for years, and to finally have a platform in which to showcase all of our talents in various forms was a blessing. So I didn't read the book, but in this case, I didn't need to grasp on to what the story was.
That's right. And Tina, we'll go back to you. I always like to ask the question,